Hey all, so before I start today's video, let me thank you, my regular viewers and my subscribers for helping me reach where I'm today. Because honestly, if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be making videos. I would be demotivated and lying dead on my bed. So recently I conducted this survey where I asked people like, what is that something that I could help you guys with? And I got a lot of interesting questions and a lot of suggestions, but one of it piqued my interest, which was, how can an introvert be more social, or how can an introvert be popular? So this is what I'll be focusing in my video today, so stay tuned. So if you are an introvert who is watching this video, I can understand that you like being in your little bubble, and socializing can be draining and really, can be frightening for you guys. But then you too want to be accepted by the society, and this is absolutely normal because we are social beings and we don't like to live in isolation. So the real question is, how can an introvert be more social or popular, if that is even possible, and not just vanish into the background? First and foremost, stop comparing yourself with those extroverts who live in parties and have some kind of social event almost like half the week. Ask yourself, like, is that you? Is that what you want? Like, do you need it to survive? Can you imagine yourself in that particular situation? Be honest with yourself. You know how certain people, even though they're introverts, have this kind of charisma which grabs attention the moment they walk in. So how does this happen? How can you be the spotlight in a particular event without talking much? Self-acceptance is one of the major keys. You might have heard several coaches say things like, if you don't accept yourself, how can you expect others to accept you? Even I personally say this a lot. So why do people say this, and what is the importance of accepting yourself? So let me see. If you know your strengths and weaknesses, what happens is that you can accept positive criticism without feeling attacked. With this, you will be able to direct your attention outwards without being extremely self-conscious. You will be able to listen more to people and understand what they have to say. And when you don't know what you are and what you truly want, the girl with the maximum number of followers, the travel vlogger, the class clown, basically anyone who has a spotlight will become the role model for you, and you will want to become like them. And you do anything to be accepted. I personally have been there and I have done that. The main rule is listen. And when I say listen, I mean actively listening to what they say and not just staying silent. Listen to them, ask them questions, and remember things, and maybe sometimes try to follow up. Because people want to be heard, and in our generation the biggest problem is no one is willing to listen. Everybody wants to speak. So this particular characteristic of yours will increase your likability. Your facial expression and your eye contact also plays a huge role. I don't mean to say that stare people to death, but then maintain a kind of eye contact because it helps in keeping the rapport intact. And also when you have a pleasant facial expression, people will want to talk to you more and you will feel more friendly and warm. Smile is an important social tool. So when I get out of my house, I get a lot of people staring at me. I don't know if it is a good thing or if I give a scary predator vibe, but they do smile. And if by chance our eyes meet, that is mine and the person who's observing me, if our eyes meet, what I do is I smile. And fun fact, around 70% of the time they smile back and the whole awkward vibe that is around us completely disappears. But if it's a creepy, weird person who is looking at you, let me tell you this loud and clear. Do not look back and smile. I made that mistake like once, and I got this particular person following me like a bodyguard till I reached my house, and it is the worst memory ever. So I repeat, if a weird person is staring at you, do not look back, do not smile. If possible, run for your life. Use open body language and use hand gestures when you're talking about something that you really like. I mean, you love what you're talking about and you want people to listen to you. So use it. Use your full enthusiasm while explaining it. And don't be that old grumpy professor who comes into the college just to get his paycheck. stands in front of the class, takes the whole class in like one single stretch. His voice, tone of voice, he's dead. His facial expressions is the same as a goldfish. So yeah, if you're planning to become a security guard who wants to stay awake the whole night without falling asleep, maybe this is the perfect training center for you. Tone of voice attracts people and grab people's attention. So I have got this class at 6 a.m. for which I wake up at 5:30 a.m. and till the class begins, I walk around like a mobile zombie. And when I'm about to start the class, the moment I pick up the call, I say good morning in a pretty unique way. It's kind of trigger that wakes me up, and not only it wakes me up, it wakes the other person up too. And then throughout the session, I use my voice to make sure that he's listening to me and to grab his attention. We cannot see each other, so the whole conversation happens through voice, and it is a tone through which I can have this effective class. I might make a whole video on the tone of voice someday later. And now another point or another suggestion that I would like to give is being grateful. So if someone helps you, thank them genuinely. And if you're working on this particular project or this particular, this presentation and people have helped you, make sure that you mention their names when you are doing this particular presentation. Just like how I'm thankful for my sister to help me record this particular video. Share the limelight when needed, and if there is no one else to share, then accept it with humility and do not let it get into your head. So be there, because limelight exists only for a short time. So if you get the limelight, do your best, and when needed, thank those people who have helped you reach this particular place. All these points can be used in online communication as well. That is, actively listening to people, understanding what they're saying, following up whenever possible, and genuinely being grateful to people and being thankful to people and staying positive. So all these points, if you convert it into an online way, then it is absolutely useful even when it comes to online communication. So before I conclude this video, let me tell you that being an introvert or having social anxiety are all common. So stop considering yourself to be the black sheep in the whole wide world. Just understand who you are and focus on the things that will help you evolve and grow. So that's it for my video. If you found this video useful, please do click on the like button, and if you aren't my subscriber yet, please do subscribe if you want to see similar videos. Also, feel free to leave a comment below if you have any specific topics on which I could make more videos, or if you have any questions or any opinions regarding this particular video. Before you leave, let me tell you something. I have recently made my website. You can find the link below. Do check it out. I am offering several courses and programs for people who find it difficult to communicate in English and also socialize more effectively. So if you're interested, feel free to contact me, and yeah, that's it. Thank you.